Before I start, I would like to greet you a pleasant afternoon, sir. The topic that I chose is the three major revenue agency. But first, I would like to define what revenue agency means. Revenue agency, or taxation authority, is a government agency responsible for the intake of government revenue, including taxes and sometimes non-tax revenue. The first major revenue agency in the Philippines is the Department of Finance. Department of Finance or Kagawaran ng Pananalapi in Filipino is the principal and administrative arm of the government, which is responsible for the management of the government's financial resources. Its duties include policy formulation, revenue generation, resources mobilization, debt management, and financial market developments. The department was formed on April 17, 1897. It is headed by the secretary, who is member of the cabinet, and our present secretary is Carlos Dominguez III, who was seated on June 30, 2016. He is assisted by 5 under-secretaries and 5 assistant secretaries. Its operating bureaus are: first, the Internal Revenue; second, Bureau of Customs; third, Bureau of Treasury; and lastly, the Securities Exchange Commission. The second major revenue in the Philippines is the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Bureau of Internal Revenue or Kawanihan ng Rentas Internas in Filipinos, which is charge of all matters pertaining to internal national taxation. The duties of BIR: it is tasked to assist and collect all national internal revenue taxes, fees, and charges, and to enforce all forfeitures, penalties, and fines connected therewith. The agency was formed on August 1, 1904, and it's headed by Commissioner Cesar Dolay, and he is assisted by 2 deputy commissioners. These are the taxes collected by the agency. First, the income tax or an in-tax imposed on individuals or entities that varies in respecting income. The second is estate and gift taxes. The total transfer an individual may make over a lifetime. The third one is excise tax. Excise tax, these are taxes or specific goods services at per case, such as fuel, tobacco, and alcohol. The fourth one is the tax on business. Tax on business, it refers to the tax that business must pay as a normal part of business operations. The fifth one is the documentary stamp tax. It's a tax on the documents, instruments, loan agreements, and papers evidencing the acceptance, assignment, sale or transfer of an obligation, right, or property incident thereto. Lastly is the meaning tax. Meaning tax are government imposed we all mineral resources such as screw, oil, and oils. Lastly, the Bureau of Customs. The Bureau of Customs of Kawanihan ng Aduana in Filipino is an attached agency of the Department of Finance. It is charged with with assessing and collecting customs revenues, curbing illicit trade and all forms of customs fraud, and facilitating trade through an efficient and effective customs management system. As of the past month, or October, the agency exceeded its monthly revenue collection target for the fifth straight, taking in 50.9 billion pesos, 5.2% higher than its target for the month of 48.4 billion pesos, and its current commissioner is retired General Ray Leonardo Guerrero. So that's all for my presentation, sir. That's all. Thank you.